Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend.
In case you're wondering if I am a legend, I'm really a legend. So, before I start, in case you're wondering what the heck is he wearing, this is all stuff that I picked up from different places, and I had to be myself, and be out here, and so people can laugh at me. That's what I do. So, briefly, I'm going to explain you what we do with TV. 4 years ago, when we when Wendy started Gin, we were thinking about how to get involved and how to do things, and the Leukemia Lymphoma Society the name came out, and there's the program that they do, which is Ultimate Training, which simply puts normal people like us into training, and we raise funds for blood cancer patients to find cures. It's that simple. As we do that, we train to do something crazy, like a triathlon, a half marathon, and things like that. So, before we actually get started, I want you to see this video, and rise and shine, please.
Rise and shine. 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams span out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. The thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet. But you aren't going to far. You're far against the moment you rest in the body. You can feel them underneath your skin. Feel them breathing down your neck. You know what that is? That's you. Your fears, your doubts, and insecurities all line up like a firing squad, ready to shoot you out of the sky. But don't lose heart. While they're not easily defeated, they are far from invincible. Remember, this is the grind. The battle royale between you and your mind, your body, and the devil on your shoulder who's telling you that this is just a game. This is just a waste of time. Your opponents are stronger than you. Drown out the voice of uncertainty with the sound of your own heartbeat. Burn away your self-doubt with the fire beneath you. Remember what we're fighting for, and never forget that momentum is a cruel mistress. She can turn on a dime with the smallest mistake. She is ever searching for the weak place in your armor, and one tiny thing you forgot to prepare for. So as long as the devil is hiding the details, the question remains, is that all done? Are you sure? And when the answer is yes, and you've done all you can to prepare yourself for battle, then it's time to go forth and boldly face your enemy, the enemy within. Only now you must take that fight into the open, into hostile territory. You're a lion in a field of lions, all hunting the same elusive prey with a desperate starvation that says victory is the only thing that can keep you alive. So believe that voice that says you can run a little faster, and you can throw a little harder, that for you, the laws of physics are merely a suggestion. Luck is the last dying wish of those who want to believe that winning can happen by accident. Sweat, on the other hand, is for those who know it's a choice. So decide now, because destiny waits for no man. And when your time comes and 1,000 different voices are trying to tell you you're not ready for it, listen instead to that lone voice of dissent. The one that says you are ready, you are prepared. It's all up to you now. So rise and shine.
I'm ready to go, man. Ready to go. Ready to go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm Mike Moore. I'm one of the account executives, and we talk a lot about kind of life-defining moments and markers, and for a lot of reasons, I've had a lot of those lately. Real quick, about probably first of all, Santiago films everything. So that was why. I know there's a lot of things that aren't up here, thank goodness. But anyway, about 16 months ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 renal cell carcinoma. So I have cancer, and I really didn't know what the future held, but I did know that I started getting a lot of love from a lot of people in this room. And you may have noticed I've got this hat on backwards. When you're at mile 70 of an event, you've got to put your rally cap on. And so this hat's very special to me, and I want to share you the story of the hat. So after about 3 months of kind of going to doctors and getting poked on and starting treatment, I got invited by GetWellNetwork and to participate and just cheer you guys on at the DC Triathlon, the Nation's Triathlon last year in October. And I've been an athlete my whole life. I've done Ironman races. I've run probably 15 marathons. I've done some crazy stuff. But I wasn't doing them anymore for lots of reasons. And it was kind of hard for me to kind of watch you guys compete. But yet at the same time, it was the most amazing weekend that I'd had since I was diagnosed. And my wife will tell you that it was kind of the first time that we really felt normal. And so after watching you guys compete, we went to a barbecue at the O'Neill's house. And there was a guy there named Andre. A lot of you guys probably know Andre. And he started sharing a story at the cookout about Santiago training in this hat. And when Santiago was done training, he handed the hat to Andre and said, "Look, Andre, I know you're sick, and I'm messing up this story, but Andre had cancer as well." And he said, "Andre, you're gonna take this hat, and when you get better, you're gonna do a triathlon." And so Andre turned around and looked at me in October of 2012, and this was after he completed the Nation's Triathlon. And he said, "Mike, you're gonna get better, and you're gonna take this hat, and you're gonna do a race." And of course, the emotion of the moment, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to do an event. But to be honest with you, I really had no idea what I was going to do. So I took the hat, and again, felt very blessed from that weekend. And I took the hat, and I took it home, and I stuck it in my office, along with all the other kind of things in my office. It just kind of sat there, because one of the things you'll know about triathletes is we like our gear, okay? We wear a lot of cool outfits. Okay? Our bikes are fancy, they've got disc wheels and they're carbon. But I gotta tell you, this is a cotton hat. This is not a very good hat. And I'm bald anyway, so I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with a visor. But I took the hat and it went up on my desk. So speeding up the story, I've gone through a lot of treatment, I've had a lot of surgery. I'm planning on participating in this phase 1 clinical trial. And I flunked getting into the trial because even though I had cancer, I really suck at growing cancer. And I just have a little bit of it, and it's just not moving, and so they wouldn't let me into this trial. So all of a sudden, I'm like, what am I going to do now? And I remember the promise I made in the bravado of the moment with this crew, that if I was well enough next year, that I would do an event. And so, at this point, this was May of this year, I could only walk. I mean, I couldn't really run yet. I had a lot of issues from my surgery, and so I needed a big goal. And so I was going to do the Olympic triathlon, but I said, I need something bigger than that, because I got a long way to go. And so I decided, I called Santiago, shared the story with him, and I said, man, I'm in for the half Ironman. And so I started training, and long story short, I wore this hat the whole run, and I finished with it. And my friend Santiago came and saved my bacon, because at mile 12 I was about to die of the run, and he caught me from behind, and we ran in together. And that was a life-defining moment right there, sharing that last mile. just being great workmates, but being true friends to me and loving on me and my family all during this year has been amazing. Thank you.
Nice. So now we're going to talk about team training. Thanks, Mike, for that great inspiration. It's been a great motivation for everyone. We want to start saying that team training is for everyone. I mean, you don't have to be in the best shape of your life like I am right now. Clear, right? Anyone can do team training, you know. For us. For most of us that have been doing it for 4 years already, it is our way to give back. You know, I feel like I'm giving back every day at work, and I wanted to give back out of work. This is our way to, you know, find life-defining moments and just do something better than what we can do. So, team and training is it's a program that trains people. You know, you cannot know how to swim, or how to run, or how to bike, or how to walk, and they will get you to the finish line. If they cannot get you to the finish line, there's the Capi Santi that will get you to the finish line. So no matter what happens, you'll get there. You can do triathlons, you can do marathons, you can do half marathons, you can do 10Ks, you can do century rides, you can do half Ironmans, but only the pros do that, you know, it's a couple of us. Basically, you can do everything. So, please, we need people. We need to create more life-defining moments. We need to keep passing that Lizer around, and we need to, you know, make the difference. So, please join us. You know, you don't have to be here in HQ. You can be in Peru and do something. So, it is for everyone. Next, please. Now we're going to share some facts. Since 2010, when we had our first half marathon, it was 8 of us or 6 of us. We've got 64 competitors through the finish line, which is pretty amazing. And the great thing about this is that once you do it once, you will want to do it over and over again. I will share the story. You know, I actually let Mike O'Neill beat me on year 1. I purposely let him beat me because I wanted to get him motivated and be like, I can beat this, you know, this Ironman right here. So because of that, he kept joining, and he just got destroyed by me every year. But that's what it's all about. It's not. Team GetWellNetwork, us here, have raised over $145,000 in 4 years. That's a lot. If you actually look at the years, we started with 13, and this year, when we closed our season, which was 2 weeks ago, $51,000. Now next year, we're going to get $100,000. That's why I need at least 40 out of those to join. So bring it on, please. 214, it's our year. We're going to be all over the place. Next. This year, the team GetWellNetwork was the #1 top fundraiser in the DC area, and nationwide we were #2, even above big companies. Now that's what's up. Legit, straight legit. Next. Is there another one? So, are you ready to join? If you are ready to join, please stand up right now. I need everyone to stand up, and you'll get a cool visor. After he says, I don't want the visor, but whoever is ready to join, stand up.